searching for gaming knowledge comes the man, the myth, a legend in his own mind, Critical. Welcome back, guys and gals. Critical here. Today I'm bringing an episode of Last Epoch. And we're going to do a kind of a different run this week. We're going to do 2 episodes of kind of an LP. I'm going to be doing a Triforce Mage, Tri-Elemental Specialist. I'm going to be using a little bit of fire, ice, lightning, you name it. We're going to use everything this time. I'm not going to use any unique items. And I'm only going to use the gear that I find as I'm going through the run. Now, once I've beaten the boss, I'm going to do, that'll probably take 2 videos to beat the boss. And then on Friday, our 3rd video is I'm going to give you the end game type. Now, I'm not building really good builds for taking on the arena. If you rent an arena build, you want to look at Casey on the Discord. That man can make arena builds that just tear it apart. I'm making more run through the game kind of builds. So what is this one going to entail? It's mainly going to be Elemental Nova, but I found some things out about Elemental Nova I did not know before, so we're going to do that. I'm going to use Fire Shield, the Ice Ward, Volcano Orb, and probably Glacier. Probably where I'm going to go. Not 100%, but definitely Elemental Orb. I need Fire Shield, or at least Ice Ward for sure. Probably Fire Shield too. I like Fire Shield. I can't get over with it. Let's get going. So the developers had made some changes since the last time that I did a run. Ooh. A wand right off, huh? Cold damage, I guess, is okay. Yeah, cold damage. And just drop you. It's got a pretty good look to it, though. That green and red definitely looks evil, because it is a Necromancer item. Go down. Now, some of the other builds that I had made before are viable, but have definitely been nerfed. I was originally going to do a Vines build with the Beastmaster and concentrate on creeping vines, entangling vines, and yeah, that didn't work out because I found out that there was going to be the thing that was making the vines work so good. I asked the developers, like, guys, is this supposed to be happening? And the developers are like, no, we're going to be fixing that. I'm like, no, that's what I wanted to do. So yeah. Vines were every proc of a vine was acting like a melee strike. Ooh, lightning damage, huh? Cold damage. I'll keep the cold damage one for now. So the vines are definitely OP. Cool, fun to play with, but definitely OP. Now you're gonna be seeing, I'm gonna be picking up just about everything. Because, like I said, I'm not going to be using my stash for any of the gear for this run. What I get is what I get. Just to show that you can do it without using pre-collected gear. And I do have gear for this character. I spent most of the day getting what I consider to be a really good set of gear for this particular build. And I'll show you that in the 3rd one, what I thought was a pretty good setup. Now, it's not perfect, all right? Other people have made much better builds if you're trying to survive in the arena or, you know, just completely own. I'm kind of making builds that almost get me killed right in the beginning area, which is not cool, but are for playing the game, the actual run through of the game. I haven't been able to, and honestly, I haven't been able to make a really good arena build if I wasn't using stuff that is now considered broken. If I'm using broken abilities that are way overpowered for what they should be able to do, oh yeah, I can make a good arena build. But I'm not, you know, I'm not trying to use the broken stuff. I'm trying to use the, you know, this is how the game was intended. Now, this character feels so slow. The one thing that I got really lucky on is I have a couple T5 movement. Oh, I popped those guys early. I didn't want to do that. And it was nice to have those. Specialize. Boom. And that one that I have that does all this cold damage is now really useful. Let's get a fire shield going. I was gonna say, does that guy spawn in where... Hey, I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. He's trying to kill me. Run. Ouch. Thought I had dodged that one, but guess not. Directed fire. That worked. Now the funny thing is it should have been trying to attack something, and it shot like there was something over here, some kind of enemy. Because that's what the fire shield does. It attempts to fire a fireball at an enemy after you take a certain amount of damage. But there should be no enemies back down that way. Drop that. Pick up that. Pop these barrels. I always like popping the barrels. You never know what you're going to find. Or you might not get anything. Alright, fire shield, static orb. Actually, the orb is actually pretty nice to use right now. So I'm going to pop that there. Now, let me show you what I've got in my stash, though. Now, this whole thing where it's going through everything, this is normal right now. Holy moly. You done yet? And don't do anything. Don't try to put anything in there while it's doing that. Because you'll mess stuff up. See, I've got a good amount of epics. We're not going to use a single epic the entire run. And when I've completed my build, this is all the gear that I have for the completed build. And this was probably the nicest one. It actually dropped with 34 movement speed. That's a T5 movement speed. That is awesome. All right. And then, of course, my boots have 22 plus 14 movement speed on them. So, yeah. I think does this have movement? No, it doesn't have any movement speed on it. And then my rings, 7% movement speed there. So when I put all that stuff on, oh my God, I can run around like there ain't no tomorrow. It's flipping awesome. Also, it sounds like I'm collecting gold, like I'm walking on top of a gold and I'm collecting it when I go to talk to that guy. 551 gold. 551. All right, I'm going to walk away and walk back toward him with my inventory open. I want to see something. I thought I saw something before. All right, I'm going to step out. I'm going to step back in. I want to try this. Because it sounds like you're getting gold when you go to talk to that guy. So 551. Okay, there's gold. Somehow, okay, somehow I'm picking up gold. I picked up 3 gold. All right, my gold is 554 now, right? Before I actually go to talk to him, I'm going to walk right past here. I just picked up 2 gold. Oh, it's the gold that's on his table. Oh, okay. I didn't notice it. I mean, it was probably there. I just didn't see it. Hold on. We're going to zoom in. He's got some gold on his table right here. Now, it's not, doesn't look like a lootable item, right? But now the gold's gone. And I'm stealing his gold right off his table. Now, I'm not going to say sit here and try to farm his gold, because you're gonna waste. You'll have a lot better chance going out just killing stuff to get gold from there. But it is kind of interesting. Health regeneration. You know what? I actually do need some better armor. So we're gonna buy that. I'm gonna sell that. Oh, I wanna sell that. There we go. And cast speed. Actually, elemental protection and cast speed? Yes, please. Ooh, more movement speed. Yes. Be careful. If you accidentally sell something, you can't buy it back. It doesn't show up in his inventory, so just be aware of that. I'll wait till I get a better helm. I'm not going to buy a crap helm. Well, a gray helm that I don't need a gray helm for. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Holy damage. No, thank you. All right. Now, I need to do that a little bit because, like I said, I farmed up all the gear for the final build, but we're going, you know, old school. We're going to collect the stuff that we actually need for the game. Ooh. Lots of stuff here. Nope. Now, right now, it's not that strong of an ability. I'm going to show you what's really cool, especially in the beginning of the game. This is one of those really cool abilities that I want to try out. It costs a good amount of mana, but it's pushing the enemies away, keeping them at bay so I'm not taking damage, which is nice. Look at that, push them away, and when it gets to the end, it explodes. Look at that. That is a really cool ability. Stay away, stay away. Waiting for him to revive. That mob likes to revive on me. Now, when you have this many mobs, I still say this is king. Oh, I knew you were going to revive on me. Took a big hit there, too. Guy hits hard. All right, nodes. Obviously, I'm going to be taking Elemental Mastery. It's 20% per point to elemental damage. That's all the damage that I'm doing. I'm going to be taking Burning Rage. I'm going to be taking Freezing Wrath. And I'm going to be taking Crackling Power. Those are all the elemental damage nodes. Then I'll be taking Knowledge of Mana. From there, it's kind of open. Oh, I'll be taking Victory Word, and I'll be taking Dark Knowledge as well, because I'm going to be boosting my intelligence. Matter of fact, we're putting all our points straight into intelligence and one into elemental, because I want to buff my damage. This is one of those glass cannon kind of builds, but it's glass cannon for now. Once it's fully buffed, it'll be awesome. So I'm going to be heading toward arcane projection so I can project my novas away from me. The cool thing I found is like this spreading frost ability, the arcane projection, and the elemental expanse, making it bigger. They all affect the elemental nova. It doesn't matter which nova is being cast. If I cast a fire nova, I can still have spreading frost. It always has the elemental expanse, and I can have arcane projection. If I took the infernal nova affects lightning and frost. So elemental nova can be pretty powerful. You have to gear for it though. It's not one of those overwhelmingly powerful spells that lets you really control the battlefield. But once the build is complete, to test it, I ran around both the swamps, and then I ran around the what's the next area? I forget what the next area is. The void area. And I collected all the mobs. And then I'd bring them all together, and I fire off 1 or 2 novas, and it would kill everything. Because there's so many enemies on the screen, every one of those enemies, there's a chance of having a echo. This ability right here, the spreading frost, which is a 10% chance per point to create a chain reaction of lesser ice novas. I like to call them echoes. And it's like boom, boom, boom. And so each one, and as each one goes off, I think that they can, as a chain, cause another one, which is a possibility. And I cleared an entire screen plus stuff off the screen outside of my range, and everything got killed. That's the power of this build, which is really kind of cool. I'll grab it. That's health regen, but there's no speed. Try to pull it off. Nah, most stuff is just going to be sell stuff anyways. Go and put up a fire shield. Probably going to take damage from these guys. There's a lot of mobs over here. Alright, I'm going to pull back and then push them away. Now I was getting a ton of gear with procs for minions. Good if you're playing one of those kind of builds. but annoying if you're not. If you're not, I was getting tons. All the gear I got for get off my back. Ouch! All the gear that I was picking up for minions. It's like almost every piece I would pick up would have some type of minion buff. So that's what was taking me so long. I was trying to get a complete gear set where every possible buff worked toward my my final build. If I wasn't trying to be so picky, that was an ominous noise. And where were you at? All right, 2 more, and I'll be able to focus my fire at my enemies, which is what I want. Let's go ahead and get a fire shield up. That'll help beat those guys back. I'm learning Glacier. Put Glacier on 1. Now they did seem to nerf the mana regen from Glacier a little bit, so it was overpowered. I'll be the first to admit that. Let's go ahead and put the cast speed on there for now. 1 agility, 5 mana. No, I'll keep that intelligence. Now, I'm not so worried about cast speed this run. I'm going to get some cast speed just because it helps. But it's not going to be a focus. Oh man, I'm all full already. Health regeneration, elemental protection. No, I'll keep the one that I have. Let me get rid of the blue items. You can use auto sort, just don't use it again after you've used it. If you reset your inventory and go back into it, I haven't had any problems then. Oh, Shattering Stone, thank you, when I need it anyways. One thing that I have learned, is go for the elemental protection. There's a lot of damage that gets thrown your way by mobs in this game, and it's all elemental damage. A lot of it is elemental damage. Spawn in and die, thank you. We'll take a few hits here just because of the AoE effect of this area. It's gonna be, ooh, looking for a level up there. I was just getting ready to hit a potion. Mana Strike, not something I'm going to be using this run, which is weird because I almost always use Mana Strike. Once again, going for that intelligence. Come here. Get everybody nice and together, and boom, shakalaka. I'm also going to be gearing toward crit chance because the Novas can crit, and they can do a fair amount of damage. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Already come. I was getting ready to pop back and start. Those spirit wolves or whatever they are nasty. That's the best way to take care of them. Push them away and shock them to death. I love when they're running against it and they can't move. Now these guys are resistant to lightning, but they still get pushed back. And they still take a good amount of damage. I'm sorry if we become rampant. I'm still going to kill you. Ooh, Volcanic Orb. Okay, that is going to be my crud spell. Actually, let's go ahead and put that there because that's where that's going to be. I'm going to put Fire Shield as 2, Volcanic Orb as 3, and Volcanic Orb is 4, I guess. And then Glacier is 3. And right now, one I'll save Arcana Corp. That's going to be taken up by Ice Ward once I get it. And I will be using Ice Ward. I need the protection. Especially right now, since most of my damage is done via... That is... I tell you, if you wanted to use fire spells, Volcanic Orb is just awesome. Barrel. Nothing, okay. And for this guy, he'll be Volcanic Orbs, because he'll go down quickly. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I can't move. I can't move. I can't move. Ow, 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 ow. And I took that, my, other skill that would push him away off my bar like an idiot. Oh, good. They only last for so long. Ooh, that was nasty. Yeah, I had got myself in a bad position. They were able to surround me and I couldn't move. Actually, put that belt on. Now I'll keep the movement speed. Tome, nope. Health regeneration, sure. Before I forget, let's put the static org back on there. Because I found that to be very useful to keep these mobs away so I could easily control them. And with doggies coming in, I definitely want that on. Used up all my mana, but was a lot easier to run. Come here, big boy. Oh, I used all my mana up. That was... It's on 4, and that's what I've been used to hitting. I gotta remember to use this one. There we go. Now, the problem with Nova right now is that it doesn't hit a very large area. So I have to get right in the center, once again, where I want that Ice Ward. Eventually, I'll have the ability to focus it and actually project it away from myself, which will be really nice. One more point and I'll have that ability. Question is what, I really need an Ice Ward. Now, for Ice Ward, I think Waves of Frost would probably be my best. I'm going to get the Ward and then the Waves of Frost. And then I'll go reducing the mana drain. I'm going to take it all the way down to 100. That way there's no mana drain from it. Let's go ahead and put Ice Ward on my bar. And put Static Orb on 3 now. Come here. Now, once I have the Ice Ward leveled up, I'll be having the Ice Ward will be casting its own Nova, and then I'll be doing my Nova. It's a nice combination. It just synergizes really well. More ward retention, because I'm going to be getting a lot of ward. I want to retain it. Level 10. Sweet. Waves of Frost. Now I know that the developers had mentioned that they're going to decrease the amount of noise caused by the frost waves, but for right now we're gonna have Waves of Frost going off. And it does get loud. It does get annoying, but it is additional damage and I need it. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And the slow, huh? Here, take a Volcanic Orb. Or 2. Once I'm fully leveled up, though, I can do all that with the Nova. The Nova will become my primary attack, but for right now, I have to kind of be smart about it. Do a little bit of everything. Oh, respawn one, picking up loot, huh? I don't think so. There we go. Now my Nova is a lot more usable in my opinion. Attack them while they're way over there. They have to get close, and they're gonna die before they can get to me. But my inventory is already full, so we're gonna go ahead and head back to town. Go ahead and turn off the ice ward so you guys don't have to hear that continuously. And I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. So for today, my time is up. I've been critical. This has been last Epoch on my, I keep wanting to say Triforce Mage. I like the Triforce, but to be honest, it's Tri-Elemental Mage. Hope you guys have enjoyed this content. If you have, drop a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.